Hey guys, I want to come on here and talk about this disgusting cave beast and how she was selling sex with her kids after injecting them with drugs so that she could ultimately get drugs too. And look, the thing it is that we live in a society where you have these degenerate cave devil beasts who are sexually depraved, who run around here shooting up schools, raping everybody, molesting children, engaging in bestiality and pedophilia. And yet all you hear about is Chicago black on black crime and all of this propaganda that leads nowhere. And this is why this clearly satanic being, race of viruses, is being purged off the earth, but unfortunately not really fast enough for my liking. I want to play this news clip so that we can hear what's going on. I've only read over it briefly. Someone sent me this article, but let's look into it and then I'll come back with some commentary.
Shocking allegations against an Eau Claire woman have prompted a petition drive seeking harsh penalties for her. News 18 first told you last week, Michelle Mayer is accused of orchestrating the repeated sexual assaults of two children in exchange for money and drugs. She's also accused of injecting the kids with meth an estimated 100 times. Now, a Wisconsin woman has started a change.org petition asking the presiding judge to give Mayer 80 years, the maximum penalty. Of course, Mayer has not been convicted, only charged. Still, more than 12,000 people have already signed that petition. Mayer remains in jail under $5,000 bond. She returns to court a week from tomorrow.
Now, look, she's in jail on a $5,000 bond. They said she injected her children with meth at least 100 times to keep them awake during sexual assault. And her bond is $5,000. Okay? So this right here already tells you that they're not going to give her 80 years because they're not even giving her an appropriate bond. All she needs to do is pay $500 to get out. And then notice how they gave you a little 30-second clip about her. But if it was a black person who's the victim of something, they'll go find every single thing they can. But this is the society that we live in. And unfortunately, black people tend to ignore this. They'll ignore this, they'll overlook it, and they'll still advocate for dating these disgusting devils. So it says a Wisconsin devil allegedly let men abuse two young children for years in exchange for drugs and money. Keep in mind, so she did this for years. Bail is $5,000. Michelle Mayer, 39, of Eau Claire, has been charged with 2 counts of repeated sexual assault of a child party to a crime. No drug possession charges, no sexual exploitation, no child rape, no facilitation of any of that, okay? She's simply being charged with 2 counts of repeated sexual assault to a child and party to a crime. The abuse apparently started years ago when Mayer allowed different men into her mother's house, according to WTMJ. The men allegedly gave Mayer meth, cocaine, and money, and in return, she allowed them to sexually and physically assault 2 children she was trafficking, age 6 and 9, according to the criminal complaint. It's funny how and they said that she was trafficking these kids, but yet they only gave her 2 counts of repeated sexual assault of a child. So why is she not being charged with child trafficking? This is the thing, and this is why we say that they don't have a problem sacrificing their children to the system of white supremacy. Because since they run the whole entire so-called judicial system, they already know all they have to do is to substantiate their fake white supremacy. Their fake supremacy is to simply dole out sentences, small sentences, slaps on the wrist for major crimes. And they don't even care if it's perpetrated on their own children. Their children is supposed to be their future. It's supposed to be the future of white supremacy, yet they don't care about securing the future of white supremacy enough, or else they would be locking these predators up. I guess she decided that her lice-infected, disgusting, ran through cave vagina wasn't valuable enough, so she would just give 2 kids. She'll just sell 2 kids for these predators. Mayer would also allow the men to photograph the children naked and would inject them with meth to keep them awake, a confidential informant told police. The same informant estimated that the abuse happened every other day for up to 9 years. If the children refused to cooperate, Mayer would beat them, including at least one instance when she struck one of them with a baseball bat, according to the informant. Mayer faces up to 80 years in prison, and police are now investigating the men who allegedly assaulted the children. Police told the station a safety plan is in place to take care of the children who were removed from her care. But the thing of it is this is just who they are as a group. This is really just who they are as a group of people. And I think that we all know that if this was a scenario where you had a Black woman engaging in these behaviors, every single thing that Black woman ever did, number one, she wouldn't have a $5,000 bail. Number two, this whatever Black person, it could be male, female, whichever one of them would have done this, would be literally sitting on $1 million bond or more. And they would be charged with trafficking, drug possession. They would be given even terrorists. They would even be charged with terrorist attacks. But you have this disgusting looking cave beast who's drugging and pimping out 2 little kids, allowing people to collect child porn off of them. They said she was trafficking the kids, no trafficking charges, no child pornography charges. Keep in mind, there was a boy who received a picture of this, a Black boy got charged for a sex offense and having child pornography because a white chick sent him some pictures of her. This woman is out here trafficking, drugging, and assisting in the rape of kids. She gets a $5,000 bond, and then they say she's facing 80 years in prison, which, again, just based off the bond that they gave her, she's not going to do 80 years in a prison. It doesn't matter how many people sign a petition, because they're already showing they don't care about each other. If they did, they would do something about the mass shooters. They would do something about the mass shooters, but they don't. No matter how many white people they kill, because they're like, we will go out, we will literally, they don't care if all white people die. They will perpetuate white supremacy to their dying day. But Black people think that they can march and protest and pray and beg and plead with these people to spare Black lives when they won't even spare white lives. They don't even care about the lives of their own people, and Black people think they're going to care about their lives. Let me know what you guys think, though. Thank you for your support. I'll see you in the next one.